Harvey Specter is confident in his abilities, and he knows it. No one can match him for speed or wit when getting what they want from others, which makes Harvey an excellent lawyer. He'll be able to help you find your inner confidence with these tips on how to not only gain self-confidence, but also make sure anyone else would think highly enough about you as well. Harvey is someone who sees himself as better than everyone else. He's confident around anyone, his clients and colleagues alike. He believes in his higher status that put him above them all. And while this may sound arrogant at first, seeing yourself as equal or even superior to the person you are talking to can make confidence grow exponentially more powerful over time. Take a look at this video in which Harvey is speaking with a manager from a financial firm he's working with, and you'll notice who he refers to himself as.
Let me tell you something. You try to stonewall me, you'll be out on the street in less than a week. As for the other stuff, do I think that I'm smarter than you? You're damn right I do. But if you think that means that I can't kick your ass up and down this floor, take a swing and see what happens. I didn't think so.
Harvey says what he thinks about himself and doesn't care if the guy is going to like it or not. You see, how do you see yourself? That's an important question because that will be how other people view you as well. If you believe in your own hype, then they most likely will too. That should be your main focus before jumping into conversations with individuals who may share different values from yours. So you can apply the same logic to girls as well. There's a reason why maybe you think hot girls are out of your league. It has nothing to do with the fact that you think they're too good for someone like yourself. It simply comes down to how confident and self-assured you feel in your own skin. The next time you're in a bar and a cute girl catches your eye, don't allow her beauty to fool you. If anything, she'll notice right away when something isn't quite right about your attitude towards her. If you want to be confident like Harvey Specter, start by seeing yourself as an equal or better than the people around you. Then, when you're talking to someone, make sure you're speaking with conviction and without a doubt in your mind. Don't let anyone's appearance intimidate you. If you want to be confident with a woman, then your confidence mustn't come from the idea of her appearance. The next key to becoming like Harvey Specter is competence. His standards for success are very high, and he doesn't simply want to win the case, but rather expects it.
I'm not dropping my suit when you're going public in 2 days.
James, you've read all about Hessington Oil. The odds were stacked against me. I won anyway. Because I win.
You won because Edward Darby came forward. You got lucky.
Guys like you always think other people get lucky. I don't get lucky. I make my own luck. And in this case, it's bleeding you dry.
When you go out with a girl, the first thing that should come into your mind is, she likes me. You can stop hoping and start expecting. From day one of talking to her or meeting each other for any reason at all, you have already won half the battle because if she's attracted, then there's no way it'll take long before everything else falls in line. Next, Harvey uses his physical appearance and his body language to make himself higher status, which in turn boosts his self-confidence. In the very first episode, Harvey gave his protege, Mike, an important advice which gave out a major clue on how he gains his confidence.
Didn't I tell you to get some better suits? I spent $500. For how many suits? 5. What?
Absolutely. And after that, you want me to show you how to wipe your ass?
It's funny because you should already know how to do both those things.
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious. What's that?
That's my suit guy. Go in, tell him I sent you, and spend some money.
What does it matter how much money I spent on suits?
People respond to how we're dressed, so like it or not, this is what you have to do.
Wearing clothes is an experience that has been studied extensively by those in the field of cognitive psychology. Cognitive scientists call this enclothed cognition. They have found evidence to indicate how our sense of ourselves changes depending on what we wear and why it's important for people's moods as well as mental health, confidence levels, or social status when they put their best foot forward with style. Mood swings can occur from even small disruptions like being uncomfortable during a meeting because you don't feel confident enough wearing formal wear. This lack thereof could lead to more serious issues such as low self-esteem, which will eventually contribute towards clinical depression. All due solely to our genetic makeup, and how you dress will not only affect how people see you, but how you see yourself. And in addition to him constantly wearing suits, he also uses body language positioning to create the perception of his confidence. In this video, I want you to pay attention to what exactly he does when speaking to this woman and the direction he approaches her.
Ma'am, the last time I let someone up that he wasn't expecting, he threatened to have me executed. I'm sure he did, but I'm telling you.
Hey, Gretchen obviously forgot to phone down Carl because we have a meeting scheduled for right now.
In this video, notice how he entered her personal space. Harvey approached her from the side while facing the reception desk. Now, what this does is she becomes less defensive and more accepting of Harvey's advances. Also, look at how he makes a power move by making eye contact with her even when she was addressing the receptionist. Harvey is always sure of himself and he knows it. He knows that he's got what it takes and never seems to waver in his belief or himself as the best there could ever be, even when faced with adversity or doubt from others who might challenge such conceit. His body language shows off high status. Upright posture, strong eye contact, no fidgeting, all telltale signs which attest to how self-satisfied he feels about himself. You can make yourself seem more confident by keeping that body language poster in mind and walking slowly. When you enter a meeting or go on an important date, be aware of your posture. Hold back those shoulders proudly as if to say, "I'm here." Keep up that head high and walk with purpose. And last but not least, have a plan B.
I told you that I did not have a choice.
Oh, because he had a gun to your head?
Yes.
And what are your choices if someone puts a gun to your head?
What are you talking about? You do what they say or they shoot you.
Wrong. You take the gun, or you pull out a bigger one, or you call their bluff, or you do any one of 146 other things. If you can't think for yourself, maybe you aren't cut out for this.
Harvey's greatest strength is that he always thinks outside the box. He has always been the type of person to go against what everyone else does. He's very strategic and local, which is why he thinks like the top 1%. This man knows how to get things done, no matter how complicated they might seem at first glance. That's his source of confidence. You too can have this level of confidence just like Harvey Specter by implementing these tips into your everyday life. I want to encourage you all to think outside the box and be your own person. Now, if this type of content is up your alley and you're interested in watching more of this, subscribe to After School Psychology. Thanks for watching. See you next time.